Hello, welcome to Spy Money. I just realized I didn't go live. I actually went through the whole thing and realized I didn't go live. Josh was wondering if it was over already. So if you're still here, I'll just do it over again. I was already done. So it won't be the first time, won't be the last time I've done this. So anyway, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Spy Money. We're going to talk about the ES, the gold, NG, NQ, and see where we are with everything. So on the ES, we are looking pretty good actually. It is 185 points from Friday, from here on up. Actually, from right here, from here up, it was a 185 point move. I wish that I had been 4 ES contracts on that, because if I was, and I just bought them and held, I would have $30,000, over $30,000 profit in my bank account right now with them. But I did not do that. So Friday I didn't even really trade. I was on Friday I took some time off. I have another business I had to take care of, so I was doing it. And then so I didn't even get in it. And last night I didn't trade any last night. Matter of fact, today I didn't really do any trading. I've been practicing a new strategy. And with practicing, you paper trade. So I was paper trading quite a bit, and not today. I traded a little bit this morning, trying out some different things. And once I make sure that it is what I want, then I'll go ahead and do it. And in the meantime, what we're looking at is I have these support and resistance lines drawn out, these blue lines. And if we look here, you will see about 3 weeks ago we hit this high point here. So around roughly 29.62, give or take. That's where we went. And then today we retested that. So now we got a double top. Are we going to sell off, or are we going to go up? I personally think that we're probably going to go up on it. And if we go up on it, then, or I'm sorry, I think we'll come down on it. Let me rephrase that. And the reason I say that is, let me jump over to gold real quick. Gold sold off all day. Gold has been the leader in ES. So gold would usually do it before ES does. That's what's been playing out. And that's not a definite, but because it sold off all day, that makes me think, and we've also got a pullback already, where we hit it and pull back. Now that's not to say we won't go ahead and come up, but I think that we will actually end up pulling this back. I don't know if we'll test one of these or if we'll come all the way back. By looking at gold, the way gold is moving, gold is on its way. It's already halfway down to that channel. So with it being halfway down to that channel, I think that ES is probably going to do the same thing. So if ES comes on down and bounces off this, then, you know, and it may not bounce here. It may keep on going. I mean, they keep talking about being in a bearish market. It's coming up. So there's a good chance that this may go ahead and sell off all the way. If it does, I will probably get me about 4 ES contracts, and I'll short it all the way. And I'll probably just stay in a short and close it out, say around 10 after 4 every day. Close it out and then jump back in it just after it opens back at 6. So I don't swing. The broker, just whenever you swing, then it starts causing issues. Your margin accounts and everything gets all out of whack. So I try to close everything out by 10 after 4, so 4 or 4:10, depending on where the price is. If it's still moving in the direction I like, I will hold it until it is almost time to close out. 4:15 to 4:30, futures shut down, and then from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock they shut down. So you're no trading during those times. I've been using Ninja Trader. I was using AMP, and I had some difficulty with the brokerage. It's a good brokerage. I think it's a good one. I actually like the multi-charts better than I do the Ninja Trader platform, but it's just not going to work out for me. So I'm going to stick with the Ninja Trader. So anybody that's following me with the future contracts and learning, I've talked to a lot of people about which brokerages and so forth. It looks like I'm going to be trading with the Ninja Trader platform, so that's where all my education and everything will be on the Ninja Trader. So whatever that's worth to you. The Ninja Trader does cost you money to buy the platform and so forth. I like the AMP better, but again, there was just some difficulty issues. So, matter of fact, there's one I just traded. I don't know which one it sold, but it sold. So, but I think ES will actually pull back, and I would say that it will probably come down and bounce this again. It'll probably take, say 1 to 2 days for it to hit. If we look back over at gold again, we're looking at gold. It's already halfway down for today. I'd say this will probably sell off again tomorrow. It may consolidate a little bit before it does it, but I'd say that we're coming that way. And when the last time it dropped, it didn't drop as hard, but it dropped. There was a lot of consolidation. It took like a week for it to get down to right over here. So it really kind of depends on, I guess, the market. And when you look up here where it hit, it took, that was 413 to 416, so it took 3 days worth of drop. This is already further than what this one over here was. So it could easily keep on going. But we'll go back to ES again. I want to talk about this right here a little bit. Where do I think it's going? Well, let me go back to a 4-hour. Because you got to go to a bigger time frame sometimes to figure out where you're going. If you look over here, we have right here is where we are right now, or actually just below this. Okay, this will be the next one, which is 29.78, give or take. It'll be the next resistance line, and then after that we've got one right up here at roughly 31.10 or so, give or take. So our next one, if it does break this, then we've got to get through 29.77, and then if it breaks that one, then we're looking at 30.10, give or take the numbers, but it's in that range. So, and if we break that one, then if we come back over here, if we break this one, our next one is all the way up here to 3,400, give or take. So it really kind of depends on what it does tonight. If it continues to go up and gets through here, then we're going to go ahead and go on up to this area. That's our next spot. If not, then I'd say we'll come down, retest this channel, and then pop back up. So that's where I am with ES. I think, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to sell off only because of gold doing what it's doing. With gold kind of being the leader lately, then that's kind of what I think. And if I do this, if I add, I'll show you a little thing you can do. If you go to studies and you type in comparison, and then if you go to this one, and then we got ES, we're using a line. We're going to use that blue. And if we come back, okay, see here's the ES where it's going compared to gold. So this is how you can compare. So when the gold started coming down, ES was going up a little bit, and then it came right down. Now when ES or gold started going up, ES kind of bollered down here a little bit, and then all of a sudden it shot up. Then it started coming down, then it came down. So gold is moving before ES. And now we are, when this started coming down, ES was going up. And actually, see, it's been, let me rephrase that. When it came down, gold was actually kind of coming down with it a little bit. And then when gold started taking off, ES has just been kind of lagging a little bit. Now that's a 4-hour chart. If we go to a 1-hour chart, you can see it a little bit closer. See how gold started selling off and ES was still up here, and then whenever gold started going up, ES started kind of pulling back, and then it started catching up with it. So that is one way that you can compare a couple different stocks, and you can actually put 3 different ones or 4, whatever. You can add them all up there. So that is how you check. Let me remove this one. That is how you can actually see them side by side. So that's why I think that, with gold starting to sell off, I think ES will take off. So we've got gold and ES. Gold, if it goes down, and we're definitely coming down, so we won't even talk about any other levels. We're still within the channel. When we start getting close to breaking the channel, we'll start talking about others. ES, or not ES, but NQ is in this upward channel, and with it being in an upward channel, it makes me think that we will probably get another pop, say tonight. And if we get that pop, and then it'll start dropping out, I think that's where we'll be with NQ. So as far as that one goes, you're looking at 94.64, give or take. And if we change this back to a 4-hour, let's see, right there is where that's our support and resistance line right there, which would be 94.64. So that was a pretty good guess on my part. So that's probably where we're going right there. Just come right up to hit that and then come down. Our next one would be right there. So if we actually do break this, that's where we're going. So right now you can see that, you know, we actually broke through this resistance of this one, and then we start pulling back. But you know, it looks like it's got more steam. And if it does, you know, we could actually come up tomorrow, hit this right here. If we hit this, I think we will pull back. That's what I would guess on it. And if we do pull back, I mean, we won't have to come down to the channel. We can actually pull back a little bit and hit it again. Powell with the Federal Reserve is talking about they had a lot more tricks up their sleeves. So in other words, they can just pump as much money as they want. They're actually scalping this as they go. So we go to NG. NG today, I ended up selling out. I had my calls on it. I didn't make much money. It went up and hit this, and I was concerned that we wouldn't break that. So I went ahead and sold my calls. I had bought them right here thinking that we would drop real quick and then go up. Well, we never. We dropped and we just kind of kept on going. It's got a type of inverted head and shoulders, which this was a shoulder, here's your head, here's a shoulder, or actually kind of all together a shoulder, and then it took off. It's not a real clean one. I don't know if I could actually count it as that, but there is one there. But right after I sold it right on through here, and then it went and had a little pop, and I thought, man, I should have held that. And then all of a sudden it just dropped out. So I actually made the right decision to get rid of it. I was only up $20. I didn't lose on it, but by the time I paid my commission on it, I mean, I'm probably up $10, $15. So NG, I'm glad I sold. Where is it going to go? I think NG may pull all the way back. You can see here it took off, crossed the 200, went on up, and then it just come down and tanked hard. We may do that again. I wasn't real sure about it. I just felt uneasy about it today, so I sold it. I'm so thankful I did, because I'd been in the red again. So I sold it, got out of it pretty much, and I can always get back in, but I think I'm going to hold off on trading some future options for a while. Future options are something that it's kind of hard to scalp, because you're talking about high dollar to get in them, and I don't know if I want to do that. I think I just want to keep on doing the future scalps for now. So NG, I'm not real sure. I think we could easily come down and test this down here again. We hit this trend line before. We could easily hit it, and this could drop overnight. It may take off, but you know, with the way it looks and everything, it looks like we're going to continue to drop. And I think it's going to go through that 200. We have NQ. I don't know if we talked about it. Did we talk about NQ? Yeah, we talked about NQ because of the channel. And SPY. I don't know if I'm going to leave SPY on here anymore, because it's like going over the same stock twice. It's the same thing as ES, and just talking about the same stock twice is just not fun. But on this one, it's staying in this channel. ES is in SPY's in a perfect channel. So with it staying in that channel, I think this will probably just go ahead and drop out. It's be back down to the 272 range, somewhere on through there. But anyway, that's our future update. We do the 5-minute again on the ES. We can see that it dropped out. It's kind of consolidating a little bit. I think this is going to continue to drop. So if you're trading futures tonight, probably you might want to think about getting in a short. I'm not telling you to get in a short, but it's kind of looking like a short is going to be the money tonight. At least probably down to here, to 29.17. It may bounce right here and then come back up, but I would say that with this 200, but a big part of me says it might just continue to sell off. So you'll just have to wait and see. There's no volume on it right now. There's nothing moving. If we go to a smaller time frame, I mean, you can see it's just nothing going on. Well, it's because it's closed. That's why it's not moving. It opens here in like 1 minute, less than a minute. Let's see, what are we? 30 seconds it'll open up. So in 30 seconds, I guess we'll see where this goes. We'll go ahead and hold out on this video and see where it goes. I can wait that long. I'm not trading it, so it's no big deal to me. We're looking at 17 seconds. Gap up or down? What you're all thinking? What you typing in your comments? The live chat over there. Gap up or gap down? I'm gonna put gap down. That's my answer. And there she goes, gapping down. Yep, gapping down. I think it'll probably just continue to sell off. It'll just follow gold and just keep on going. So guys, that's going to be all for tonight. And if you want to learn more about our Discord channel or anything else, or courses, go to SpyMoneyLLC.com. When you go there, there's all kinds of information to help you make your decision. If you do not see what you are looking for or have questions, you can either fill out the contact form and send me an email, or you can put your comments down in this YouTube video, and I'll be the person to answer them. And I will see my Discord members here shortly, and I hope everybody makes a killing tonight in futures. Good night, everybody.